Have you ever ridden a 1,000-meter-long roller coaster? The locals hid high-explosive nuclear bombs inside an ancient tree. They pulled it onto the railroad tracks. 10 pounds of lubricating oil was poured below. When they were about to push the ancient tree off the 10,000-meter cliff, the man's ankle got tangled by hemp rope. The ancient tree was about to be pushed down. He was trapped by the rope with no way out. The tilting ancient tree could kill him at any moment. The man could only take a risk. He climbed up the ancient tree to find a chance to survive. The surface of the ancient tree was bare with nothing to grip. He wrapped the rope tightly around his body. The ancient tree was sliding fast toward the train tracks. Jimmy on top was very scared. The train was traveling at extremely high speed. It was about to crash into the onlookers. Suddenly, Xiaomei used an astronomical telescope to spot the danger. She told everyone to scatter quickly. The train rushed to the end at high speed. It burst through the straw and stood upright abruptly. It almost flung Jimmy far away. After a bout of bumping, the man wasn't injured and escaped disaster. A large group of villagers surrounded the ancient tree. They caressed it to pray for the mountain god's blessing. This was the god's village festival that happens once every 50 years. Why did Jimmy come here? It stemmed from the graduation ceremony 3 months ago. In the entire school, only he failed to get into college. He was attracted by the goddess in the recruitment advertisement. He decided to intern at the forestry bureau. When the teacher was teaching tree cutting, Jamie was distracted. The teacher grabbed his hair and scolded him, and picked up a chainsaw to demonstrate. When sawing wood, it bounced back and cut the dummy next to it. This scared him so much, he bought a train ticket home overnight. But he happened to run into the goddess. The goddess knew he was deceived by the photo. She advised him to go home to pursue the goddess. Jamie went back to the dormitory. After 30 days of training ended, Jamie chose God's village where the goddess was. Coincidentally, the training teacher was also going to God's village. On the first day, they received an emergency mission. A big tree had fallen on the road and needed to be cleared. After walking for half an hour, it started raining heavily. Jimmy slipped and fell down the hillside. When he was introducing himself, he felt blood on his hand. Looking down, he saw leeches. Several leeches had burrowed into his pants. His teammates suggested using a lighter. Before he could react, everyone forcibly burned the leeches out with fire. After returning home, he couldn't adapt to life here. The food was hard to swallow. He woke up hungry in the middle of the night looking for food. He drank water that grandma used to soak her dentures. He almost threw up what he had just eaten. The next day, no one was home. He packed his things wanting to escape, but he ran into the teacher who was leaving the village. He made an excuse about fixing his phone, but Dashan forcibly dragged him back into the car. On the way, they encountered the goddess. He was motivated again. Gradually, he got used to life here. He worked harder and harder. He actually won the opportunity to have lunch with the goddess. In the heavy rain, their feelings heated up rapidly. After Jimmy's one-year internship, he returned to the city. He felt incompatible with this place. He smelled a fragrance. He discovered workers building houses with wood from God's village. This triggered his memories. He suddenly realized he boarded the train to God's village once again.